Hello and welcome back to Rock Tumbling Weekly. I'm Shannon and I love rocks and gemstones, and this is my weekly video journal where I record all of my rock tumbling projects that are in process right now so that you can see what I'm doing, see some of my techniques, and see a different variety of gemstones being tumbled. So welcome back. It's December, which means that I've been posting Rock Tumbling Weekly for 6 months now. Half a year of tumbling projects, and I'm really excited. Yay! So, we've got a great batch of rocks today. Some blue Aventurine and obsidian, and what else do we got? Ooh, red tiger's eye. I'm really curious to see how that has turned out so far. So, without further ado, let's get started. This is the leopard skin Jasper, and it's been in course for, I believe, 3 weeks. And it's looking really nice. Look at those great colors. The stones are pretty smooth. You know, this is a stone that really wants to hold its shape. You see, it's got this kind of sharper, angular look to it, even after 3 weeks of course. Like, the surface is smooth and it's getting away some of those cracks, but now I have to decide whether, I think I want to put it in course one more time, because I really think that we can get these a little more rounded, a little smoother, because we really want to make sure that the stones are in the shape that we prefer before we move on to the finer grits, because they are only going to smooth the surface. They are not going to really shape the stones at all. So yeah, we'll get the leopard skin Jasper back in course for another week. And here is the obsidian that has also had 3 weeks in course. And, you know, I'm glad I took that extra time and put it in course one more week, because it's just looking, you know, extra fine. You know, some of those extra little pits and divots are gone. And, you know, it is mostly ready to go into medium, which means that medium will still do some work on those surface. Oh, look at that gold sheen. Pretty. But like this one here is one of my best examples of this gold sheen, but it's got a lot of internal imperfections that I don't know will ever come out because they're internal. So the more course you run, it's just going to uncover more of these inner little, I don't know, like white inclusions here that we're seeing. So we'll see how that goes through the course of the rest of the process. But these are looking really nice. So I'm going to get these through a wash cycle, really cleaned up, and then get them into medium grit. Now here's the red tiger's eye after 1 week in course. And it still has some work to be done, but like, look how gorgeous this red is. And yeah, nice. You can see, so red tiger's eye is heat treated tiger's eye, and you can see this part, the heat treatment didn't go all the way through. So on one side it's red, the other side it's gold. But this tiger's eye did tend to break up into teeny tiny pieces, but they'll just act as filler now. But yeah, this needs a lot more work. Tiger's eye itself took about 3 weeks in course. So yeah, good so far. We'll get this back in its barrel and run some more course. So this is the green calcite that's, believe it or not, been in course for 1 full week. And you see it's not shaped really heavily yet, and calcite's really soft. But the reason for this is because I had the barrel packed pretty tight, so they didn't have a lot of opportunity to bash against each other and shape each other. I'm okay with that to some extent. That means that I don't have to like worry that these are going to grind away to nothing, but I may work on the positioning of these in the barrel so that we can move the process along. So, cause like, I don't think this one like moved a lot in that barrel. So yeah, I may pull out a few pieces so that there is some more movement in there, but yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. And then on a side note with the green calcite, you can see here that the barrel is actually not all that full. But I did put ceramic media in this to cushion it. And you know what? I think this round I'm just going to leave that media out so that this has a better opportunity to roll around in the barrel and get some shape. And here is the honey calcite after a week in course. And you can see a lot of these pieces are pretty large. And again, probably didn't have much room to move around in the barrel. So I will take out some of the ceramic media to give them a little more room to move, but put them back in course because they definitely need some shaping here. But we're off to a good start. Here is the blue Aventurine after 1 week in medium, and it's really working up really fast. Man, I still adore just the variety in this batch. The different blues, the different patterns. It's just really gorgeous. But since it is working up really fast and I don't want these all ground down to pebble size, I'm going to do an abbreviated fine and extra fine. So I will do 4 days in fine, 3 days in extra fine, and then they should be ready for polish. But these are really fantastic. Looking good. So here is the barrel of blue Aventurine, and it's been in dry polish for 2 weeks. And wow, this has been a wild ride, this gemstone. I can see why rock tumblers tend to avoid this one. It's really, really difficult to get a smooth surface on it. Lepidolite and apatite tend to be one that do well if they're carved, but tumbling's really hard. But you can see that the dry polish did provide a nice shine on it, but you can see like where the polish is still in some of these grooves, that it's not a super smooth finish here. But wow, that was an interesting round. See, nice shine, but still lots of pockets and places where the polish is still in there. So I'm going to have to give these a good wash with a toothbrush and get the polish out of those crevices. But ooh, I'll have to think about it hard before I try to do apatite again. But it's a great blue color. You know, it's a challenge if you're up for that. And I mean, really in the dry polish, it does shine up really well. But it was just difficult to get these through the extra fine stage without them either breaking up or damaging each other. So, all right, let me get these cleaned up and I can show you what they look like after a good clean and dry. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and I hope you found the tumbles that we looked at today interesting. You know, I like to do something new all the time, so most of these are new to me. But, you know, I'm trying something new with the calcite because that's one I've done before, and I'm really curious to see how some of our current stones turn out, and really interested to see how the apatite looks after it's been cleaned up. But you already saw it earlier in this video. Anyway, if you are interested in rock tumbling and you'd like to see someone tumble a different variety of stones and use different methods, whether you're new to rock tumbling or experienced, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and you'll see whenever I post a new tumbling video. And if you're brand new to tumbling, or if you haven't even started yet and you're curious, then I do have an online Rock Tumbling 101 course that will show you all of the supplies and all of the steps to get you through your first batch of tumbled stones. And the link to that is in the description below. So thanks again for joining me this week, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.